We apologize in advance, but I am Arielle and I am crashing this episode.
Hello!
Hello!
Hey.
Wait, that sounds different. That's
We
a
have
new
a
voice.
new person!
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not just video. It's also Spotify, ATAL.
Yeah, us. Well, if you're listening to a new voice, her name is Arielle Permack.
Okay.
Welcome. She's
Thank you.
one of my really good friends. Both of our really good friends from BBTV. No, I can't say that.
No, that's fine.
Never mind, that's where we work.
I mean, all it takes is an easy LinkedIn lookup.
That's true. Wow, I'm really failing at this intro. But we work together, / now we're best friends. She can't get rid of me.
Joy.
Yes, and she's a pop culture fiend, so it just made sense, you know?
I consider us friends, too.
Of course. I said we, but I just mean like, you abandoned us and left our company, so.
I've always liked you. I mean, Alex knows the story that like I originally was a bit scared of her, but I came
Okay,
around.
just tell the story, because I feel like this just is so on brand for me.
I mean,
So,
I think Alex just has like a general cool factor to her. Not that you don't.
I don't, so it's not.
But like Alex definitely has a general cool factor and like a don't give a fuck face. So, you know,
I
walking
have
around the
resting
office.
bitch face, though.
I do too. So I get it. But like walking around the office
Yeah.
before I even really knew you, I would like see you walk around and be like, I don't think she likes me very much. But I think that that's maybe just the vibe. And then you get to know you and you're like the nicest,
The
warmest
best.
person. And yeah.
I don't know if we've spoken about this, but I also have the same thoughts. I've talked to
I
you personally
know.
off air about this.
And I think Tony Rose was actually like, oh no, Alex likes you. I was like, she does?
No, I did. I think in like when you first started, I'm not gonna like name names. There's like one person you were hanging out with. I was like, I don't fuck with that person. So you're just kind of like guilty by association.
Ooh.
Tell us after.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
Just drink more of your drink. Maybe it'll come to you.
This is really good, by the way.
It is good. Today brought to you by Vodka Lemonade Muddlers.
Pink lemonade, really good. And I don't really like alcohol, but this is delicious.
It's good. I got a couple more if you want, so keep on going, girl.
Sponsor them.
Yes.
Spill the tea.
But today's episode is going to be very talky. We always do a monthly recap of pop culture events, like our favorite things that went down in the celeb world, and Arielle is just as obsessed as we are. So
We just thought it was perfect to have you on to chit chat through this with us.
I mean, I've been begging for a while, so I'm shameless. Like, I'll admit it. I've been wanting to come on.
Okay,
so.
wait. So, like, how does it feel? Are you so happy? Are you comfortable? Are you excited?
Is it everything you thought it would be?
I'm very impressed with the setup. So there's that. You guys have clearly invested, and I love it.
Please sponsor us because we are out a lot of money.
Okay, you know what's so funny though? So I was gonna say like, oh, like Article, someone sponsor us. Like my friend works at Article, and I kept reaching out to her because I wanted to like get brand deals for my talent, and they literally were like ignoring me, like would not respond to me on any emails. And then yesterday she sends through that they did a brand deal with a dog, and I was like, I'm sorry, you guys are doing brand deals with a dog? Like what is the crossover? And she's like, I think the idea was that if someone has enough money to have a dog, they have enough money to afford our shit.
I mean, that's fair. I
Was
don't have a
that
dog, and I
Bentley
can't
the
afford.
dog?
No, it wasn't Bentley. It was, I don't even know. I didn't even recognize it. It was like 200,000 followers, so it wasn't like huge either. Like I would have expected like in the millions.
Yeah, so not as close as our Instagram. Just kidding, follow us. But before we dive into the monthly recap, we wanted to talk about TikTok, our segment, things we've learned on TikTok. More recently, a challenge that has popped up in the last week or so that Arielle and I have watched, and we have become alarmed.
And I know absolutely nothing about, so I think this is helpful for anyone that also is on the same page as me and has no idea, so please explain.
Okay, great. Arielle, do you want to explain or me?
Yeah, no, I can go into it.
It's really simple.
Basically, you know, like the run-of-the-mill milk crates.
The plastic milk crates.
The plastic
Yeah.
milk crates. Okay, I don't know how else to describe them really.
it's
They have the
perfect.
handles, whatever. So people have been making these like step up pyramids to walk up, and then you would like get to the top level, which is like 5 on top of each other, and then the trick is to see if you can go all the way up the stairs on one side and then all the way down on the other side. And every time somebody gets to the top layer, they start to fucking wobble because they're milk crates and you're not supposed to
Yeah.
be stepping on them 5 high. And all these people are falling and like majorly injuring themselves.
Like
so.
ambulance 911 being called every time, and so it went viral for being a stupid trend, obviously not on par with like Tide Pods, but like people were like, stop, because ambulances that
cannot keep up.
Like, we cannot come to you every time you fall off a milk crate. Like, are you dumb?
Everyone is like, it's a global pandemic. Please, can you keep our ERs free of your stupidity? Like, please.
It's like, and everyone's talking about it, so I thought we just had to bring it up because it's definitely the TikTok trend of the month that I don't subscribe to. I hate it. I wasn't actually on crate TikTok up until like 2 days ago, and it's nonstop, and I'm not appreciating it.
I still haven't seen any of them, which is weird.
You're lucky.
I mean, I bet your phone is listening, and you will start to get crate TikTok.
I fucking hope so. Although, like, some of my other friends were talking about it, and it's funny because the, like, Aritzia storefront windows are stacked with milk crates. So they're like, did they know, or did they just get on this really fast? And I'm pretty sure they've had it there for a while, so it's just a coincidence.
But they're now like, yes, now with the millennials.
Milk crates are trending again.
Yes, that's so funny. Do you guys have any other personal updates of what happened to you this month? Any fun stories?
I mean, I've already told you guys this, but I live on the 31st floor of an apartment building, and somehow my balcony got egged last night, and I have no idea how or where they came from. I don't know if they came from below. I don't know if they came from above, but that's probably the most exciting thing that's happened to me as of late.
That is a mystery that I don't think came from the bottom floor. It had to be someone on their balcony.
I mean, yeah, I just like... The angles are weird because it's a balcony and they're all just on top of each other. So either someone's going and like throwing on an angle downwards or leaning their backs over their balcony and throwing it upward. And either way, like, why?
So did you have to clean that up yourself, or did you get window cleaners?
So luckily, my fiance Sebastian is 6'7", and he's
6'7".
I want to get back to that because I have some things to say because I'm upset.
How you're like
I know.
5'2".
Yeah.
It's unfair. It's rude. You have to
You're
keep
taking all the tall men.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need anyone above 5'5".
I really don't.
You get 5'5".
But what's crazy is, like, obviously now that we've been together forever, I could not imagine kissing somebody close to my height. Like, I'm so used to looking up to the
do you
stars.
have to go on your tippy toes?
Yeah,
or
do you
does he,
break
like,
your neck? Show us.
I feel like he generally comes down more than I do because I'm like, bitch, you do the work.
Well, you can't get taller, but he can get shorter.
Yes, this is true. But anyway, so when he was cleaning up the egg, so like he was like, you need to hold on to me. So I literally have my arms around his legs and like the lower half of his body as his whole top half is tilted over the balcony, like Windexing and wiping it up. I'm like, please don't fall. Please don't fall.
And you're on the 31st floor. I actually think I've spoken about your balcony before, and I've called you a friend. I don't think I've name dropped you, but like, my friend lives on the 31st floor. I can't even get by the window inside. Like, it is scary. It's high. I don't like it.
It took me a bit of time, and to be honest, like, the weirdest thing is that where I feel the fear, and I don't know if I should say this, but like where I feel the fear is in my butthole. Like,
please go deeper.
People will be like sitting near the edge of my balcony, or Seb will be like standing up, leaning against the balcony, and like the fear goes, you know, you lose your stomach when you're on a roller coaster or whatever, but like mine goes like into my butthole, and I'm like, please, you're giving me butthole fear. Like, I need... Yeah, we can cut this. I don't know.
No, we are keeping this. That's gold.
Do you guys not have like a Swiffer or something that you could just like hoist over and...
No.
Okay, actually, a fun thing about their household is the lack of appliances. I know Swiffers are not appliances. But
Okay.
Like, no, it's just like really funny because I have every appliance, like air fryer, crock pot, so many pans, or whatever.
As do I.
And Arielle and Seb don't, and it's so funny because it's like, you need this appliance. We can't. We don't do appliances.
Well,
You use a microwave though.
We do. Okay, so our last apartment didn't have a microwave though. And like, so to preface, my partner Sebastian, he grew up without a microwave, grew up without a dishwasher, like everything was by hand. And so I met him and I was like, nah, this does not fly with me. But then like living together for so many years, you realize you don't always need these things. However, like having a microwave again in our newer place has definitely been for the better.
It's like a luxury.
It is.
But what we don't have is a toaster. And so every time we make bread, we like open the oven and have to wait like 10 minutes for it to heat up in the oven. And I'm like, we just need to get a toaster.
Listen,
That's like $10.
I'm in the market for a new toaster. Do you want my old toaster?
Yes. Give it to her.
I love charity, so.
I talked you into an air fryer, and I think you are and Seb are pleasantly surprised.
I was pro the air fryer. Sebastian was definitely like, we don't need this, and now he loves it. And I'm like,
It's everything you didn't know you needed. I actually saw a TikTok. You can make hard-boiled eggs in an air fryer.
I make them. They're the best.
Oh, Fantastic.
And people are always like, it's just like a mini oven. I'm like, I can't explain it, but it's not. It's like, it's like an oven on crack, and like it's like broil, like like full on broil.
And if you compare, like, so I was once upon a time cooking schnitzel, and I was making half of them in the air fryer and half of them in the oven, and they were done in the air fryer like in half the time. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just take all the oven ones.
Too.
So much better. Yes.
I made grilled cheese for our lunch today in the air fryer. It's just everything is great. I mean, it was a little dry, but that was because I had just put bread.
So this is your PSA.
Do you not put butter on the outside of it?
I don't have butter. I know. I'm
Honestly.
weird.
But this is a PSA for getting an air fryer. We all recommend.
Yeah. Get it. And sponsor us.
Very much.
Okay, should we just dive right in?
I have a fun little thing.
Fun thing.
Yeah, I just came across it today, but we all watch reality TV. You watch reality TV?
Here and there.
Here and there. But
yes.
I think these are a lot of shows that you and I have frequented in the past. Excited. / they're like popular enough that you like
and you'll hear them as well,
you'll know them. Easy.
Yeah,
so
just pretend you do.
It was an article from Us Weekly that was saying like how much people get paid to be on these reality TV shows, which I thought like I just love knowing how much people get paid for this, like especially like I think we talked about it on Lower Deck. I was like, how much do they make if they're really excited about like a $500 tip working for a week when you can like make that in a night as a bartender? So I'm like, do you get paid really well? Anyways, Big Brother, anyone? You watch Big Brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
okay. So good. They only get paid $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
So it's like $333 an episode.
But that's pretty good because if you're in the house for the whole time, you're in the house for 90 days. So that's 3 months. So
you're not spending any money.
So that's $4,000. That's $12,000 for 3 months.
That's shit.
I know, but like also,
it depends what kind of work you do outside.
Right? I'm trying to do the math.
$1,000 a week is $4,000 a month. If it's 4 times 3 is 12.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, roughly.
Roughly before taxes. But I actually think that's okay. I mean, I don't really know because like you build a brand and like the amount of money that you make off of the show.
I guess, yeah. With all these, like you're gonna get like an influencer status out of them. So that, but it's like back in the day, that wasn't a thing. Like I remember watching one of the newer seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, and they brought back the winner of the very first season, and everyone was pissed because they're like, she already won a season, why is she back? Like I think it was an all-star season, and RuPaul was like, she won at a time where social media was not a thing, so like no one knows her that well. So he's like, I want to give her this platform and to basically get followers.
She got very far and she sucked, but that's just my opinion.
Honestly, that's really nice because I always think about that too. I'm like, it does suck if you did want a platform, or like if you're on The Bachelor for the first year, like people did go for the love and like they didn't have any following and they just like work normal jobs now. I'm like, it would suck to see like years later the same show that you did, people are just like totally raking in the millions. So
but even like on shows like The Bachelor, I feel like the past like 4 or 5 seasons, like there's never been like a proper standard ending. Like there's always some sort of like
true,
like there's one person left because the other person like left on their own fruition stuff. And I think it kind of is like a social media thing. Like everyone's like, there's so many other options for me to get in touch with like other people from the branches. But
well, I also think that like on The Bachelor, there's also the conversation of like, this person is only here now so that they can get the social media clout. And
well, that's the thing. The Bachelor now is just, it's corrupt, but like, I'll take it. I love that show.
On to the next. Okay, so within Bachelor, we're going to break down Bachelor in Paradise and then The Bachelor. So Bachelor in Paradise, the only example they have is Dean.
I listened to the podcast.
Yeah, so he was offered $400 an episode, and then he countered back with $800, and then they landed in the $600 range, which like they don't have that many episodes though, so that's actually pretty shit.
It's pretty shit.
But they're already coming off of like an existing show where like again it's like brand building.
And that's per day.
Oh, that's per day. But so they're only shooting for like 2 weeks.
No, I know, but like that's nice that at least that's per day and not per week, because like you can get booted off anyway. And yeah, I mean, just shout out to actually Jason Tardik, who's from The Bachelor. His podcast is called Trading Secrets, and he has reality TV stars on and like businesses to share their salary and stuff. So it's a really cool podcast.
Yeah, I think it was on his. You're right.
Yeah,
and then on The Bachelor, Colton Underwood was paid $100,000 for his season.
Oh my god,
that's low. Right?
Is it? Nah, they said that in previous years. I can't remember the name of the other person, but they got $75,000.
The dude usually like he gets to date
salary,
a bunch of girls, and go and travel around the world and get paid $100,000, like sign me
No,
up.
All to find out he was gay in the end. So
Did you see in the Paradise last week's episode, Demi was like, and I was on Colton season and he turned out gay, so
Here I am.
it was just so good. Yeah, so I mean, I would take $100,000 for 3 months to date 24 dudes.
Yes.
Sign me up.
and
I
like
would
they
do
get
for
the,
less.
they get one
I
of the
would do it
bigger
for, like,
platforms.
$1.
Like when you're the star, like they get the biggest platform.
Yeah, and
Unless
you
you're
get- yeah.
Ari and everyone fucking hates you at the end of it.
But he still has over 1 million followers, and I do follow him.
I honestly check in with them, especially since they just had twins, and I'm
They're
like,
so
oh, I hate you.
I watch our YouTube sometimes. I
My
know.
mom
Guilty
is
secrets.
obsessed with The Bachelor, like whole franchise, and sometimes I'll just be sitting beside her and she'll be going through and watching their Instagram stories, and she's like, "Oh my god, look, Ari just had babies." I'm like, "I don't watch this show. I don't care." She's like, "But look, they're like, oh, like, blah, blah." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I used to watch, but I moved on.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you watch the Survivor, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so for Survivor, apparently the first person to get eliminated gets $3,500.
What? How long are they there for? A week?
3 days.
Oh shit, that's
That's pretty good.
That's grand.
Especially, it's like a nice consolation prize.
Well, it's kind of like
thanks for
hazard
joining
pay.
us.
I
Like,
mean,
thanks for living your nightmare.
The first person
And
voted
traveling
out.
to like the fucking Amazon where it takes you like 3 days to get there.
Yeah,
The first
exactly.
person voted out is also like so sad. Like they never had a fucking chance. But like usually they're meant
Is it always?
to be.
I don't really watch it. Is it like a personality thing? Like if you literally just
don't watch it
rub
either.
one person the wrong way, they all just kind of band
Kind
against
of,
you.
or like very frequently it'll be somebody who puts themselves up as like a leader and they're like, we don't want a leader. They're a strong personality. Like, let's get them out soon.
Well, it's like you all live in a camp on an island, and so if I'm staying with someone that's like so annoying, and I'm starving, I haven't slept, I'm living off the land, bye-bye. Like, you're just another factor that will, like, you're making my life worse. In
Well,
my opinion,
so
I don't know, I
that's the
don't watch
first
it.
person.
Okay.
Jury members get $40,000.
Ooh, per episode or?
I think
For
as
the
a
whole
whole.
thing. That's
Okay.
great. How long?
So they usually start with like 16 players and then they do jury at around 10 or 9.
Okay.
So I guess that would be like 9
16 weeks.
players or so are jury and getting 40 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
The final 2 receive $100,000.
And then the winner,
And
obviously.
then the winner gets $1 million.
And then, so the last
That's
season was
great.
like Winners at War, which is like top 20 winners of all time.
I hate it when they do stuff like that. 'Cause it's like they've already won a buttload of money.
Oh no,
Why are
but you
giving
know
them another
them.
chance?
It makes it really good because I watched the challenge too, and they recycle. Everyone comes back, so it's like you know the drama, you know the people. It's really fun.
I'm
in
so
my
invested,
opinion.
but also so because it was like a Winners at War season, they did $2 million to the winner. So I wonder
Whoa.
if that switched the overall like. So if
Actually,
you were
there
the-
was a note on it. I think I just didn't want to get into it. But yeah, like everything doubled basically.
Okay, wait. Do you have American Idol on this list?
No.
I would
Because
die
something
to
that
know.
I'm super curious about is like if you are standing in line to audition for days, do you get paid to audition?
I don't think
or-
they got paid at all back in the day.
No, but I mean it's still on, right? Like,
Yeah, I
it's-
don't know if
it's
they get paid though.
I thought it was canceled. Or no, America's Got
Absolutely
Talent.
not.
X Factor, something of Simon Cowell's got canceled.
Yeah, Canadians Got Talent is coming.
Ew.
Just because we clearly need that.
Should
How
I
to throw
audition?
hay.
What the hell?
Next up, Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
Okay.
Which
interesting.
I honestly didn't think they got paid. I thought this was the land where celebrities go to like get a career again. So I was like,
Agreed.
they're handing it to you, you get paid, bupkis.
Rebuild the
Nothing.
brand.
Yes. They get paid
All
$125,000
of them?
for the rehearsal period and the first 2 weeks. And then after week 3, they can earn up to $295,000.
I gotta get famous to get on the show.
So that's
Should
why
I
when
be
you
a
see all
star?
these like bum ass people, like at first I was like charity case, and now I'm like, oh no, you're getting paid for this too.
It's like that 9-year-old astronaut that was like, I haven't been in the news for 70 years. Let me just dance.
Even if they do one episode, like
They're
all right.
They already made $275,000 just for the
jeez.
rehearsal.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Some nice.
Next up, 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, of course I get paid. Duh, I'm so excited about this.
$1,000 per episode.
That's
But I don't
good,
know.
'cause
I
they-
don't know how that's spread out though, because I feel like they'll do one episode that's like really narrowed in on like 3 or 4 couples, and the next episode will focus on different
That's
couples.
true.
So I don't know how that works out.
One note there, because I know about Teen Mom too. It's like they don't pay them till the end of the series because they're not supposed to spend. They're supposed to be in the same lifestyle.
okay, are they all getting
I have
paid
that
on
on the
Teen
list.
Mom?
It's on the
Yes.
list. It's on the
Oh,
list.
no.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Yay.
so it's $1,000 per episode for 90 Day Fiance, and then the tell-all special is an additional $2,500.
It's
so
the
in a,
best.
So in a 12 episode season, just under 15,000. It's pretty good.
I'll date someone foreign for this.
I honestly thought that they would like help fund like the visa
the process. They don't.
But I don't know. I guess maybe it's not enough.
That's probably where their paycheck goes to, because this is really expensive.
Who fucking knows?
And some of those people have not had a lifestyle change. Like, they are still living the same.
But even there, you can build a brand after. Like, who was the guy who had
my God,
the
Ed?
no neck?
Oh, he's the
Big
fucking
Ed.
worst.
Okay, but
though.
like, first of all of these women now want to date him because they liked his personality. I don't know.
Tell me why. I need reasons.
And then
like freaks. Fucking freaks.
probably. And
no, it's really nice.
And he's built a brand.
He's a sexual predator. He's been accused of sexually assaulting because he's a photographer. So he would like make them get like nude for shoots and stuff. That's why I'm like, he's disgusting.
Oh, it sucks because he fits the look of that. It just sucks that he actually is.
Shocking.
Okay, moving on before we get canceled.
Teen Mom. So they only put Chelsea Huska, which like she's actually like one of my favorites.
I love her.
Yeah.
250,000 for a season.
Fuck yeah. Well,
Okay.
she's an OG.
But hold on,
OG.
is this kind of fucked up? Like, are they incentivizing these women to continue having children and have a second season and third season? And, you know,
No, because I mean,
They're all from like middle America. They're gonna do it anyways.
it's true.
I mean, we're having my sister on the episode this season, but like, I wanted to sign her up the first time I heard she was pregnant at 19. I was like, Teen Mom, and she's like, absolutely not. I'm like, but our drama, yes. And she's like, no. I was like, okay.
But also, her daughter Aubrey made 50,000.
Fuck yeah. You know what? I love Chelsea and her husband and Aubrey.
She got really lucky with Cole.
They got really. Oh my god, I love him. He's
You know
so
who
cute.
I wonder about? Like, who? I mean, obviously,
Amber.
Farrah.
Oh.
Farrah Abraham. She's been on like all of the
Backdoor.
podcasts.
Did you ever see
She's
that
been in a
interview?
porno.
She's been in TV shows too, like Big Brother.
There's this one interview, I watch it once in a while because it's so fucking cringe, but it's this guy interviewing her, and he's like, he has no idea who she is, so he's just like trying to do his job, and he's like, oh, I'm here with like Farrah Abraham. He's like, what are you famous for? She's like, a celebrity sex tape. And he's like, oh yeah, who is the celebrity? And she's like, me.
Okay, well, she also had sex with like the most famous male porn star.
Oh,
Who?
did she?
His name's James Dean. Did I watch
Oh.
it? Yes. Do I regret it?
Was that
Yes.
the backdoor one?
Maybe. I don't
That's
know.
what it's called,
I don't
right?
recall the
Farrah's
details.
It's called Farrah's Backdoor.
She was also actually in the news yesterday because she was like kicked out of a Harvard class, and I'm like, doing
Okay,
well
I
for
need to
yourself,
Google
Farrah.
her. I miss her on my timeline. Not gonna lie.
I miss the days when she worked at the pizza place.
Oh my god, I stopped watching Teen Mom years ago, but honestly, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I can't. I have too much on my content plate.
There's so much, like it's just overwhelming.
And Amber and Gary, remember Amber and Gary?
I don't even watch it, but sometimes on like my Facebook, because I'm a grandmother, it'll come up and it'll be like Teen Mom highlights with Dr. Drew, and I'm like, ugh, guess I'll watch this.
Honestly, I follow Chelsea on Instagram.
Me too.
I think I followed Janelle for a while because I just like loved how she would always get paid by these like shady like
Articles.
like article
I hate
websites and be
that.
like, oh, Chelsea Huska might be having another baby. Swipe up, and I'm like, ew, it's
And
so
I have
gross.
got stuck in there a couple times. I'm like, this motherfucker got me again.
I'm pretty sure she also had one of those like Snapchat overall story things. You know how like
when people would pay.
Oh, interesting. I don't subscribe to her either. She's like also very toxic. But
Neat.
okay, who else do you have?
Vanderpump Rules,
Ooh,
25,000 per episode.
that's pretty darn
And
good for
then
waiters.
Lisa gets 50, obviously.
That's good. That's
It's
really
not bad.
good. Because
I mean, it's like a 20 episode season.
yeah, shit.
It's pretty good.
That's really good.
But like,
But
and
they're
there's-
waitresses. Like,
okay, the weird thing to me though is like Sheena is still a waitress.
well, that's all she'll ever be. Well, that's actually weird because she's a celebrity now. She doesn't probably need to
That's
do
the
it.
weird. It's like all the other girls were like, I don't work here anymore, but I just exist
And
in
with the
this
brand,
show.
yeah, that's interesting. She also likes to be like relevant, hang with the new kids too. I'm interested to see if they actually are going to do another season because like everyone else was
It's
kicked off.
filmed. It's coming out late this year.
I can't wait to
Like
I just
so many people have left, but like Ariana, Tom, other Tom, Katie are still on there.
good. I love
Sheena,
Katie.
and then I'm curious to see her like baby daddy because he's never been on
That's
the seasons and he looks
true.
like a piece of shit to be honest.
He does. He seems like an F-boy.
Moving on before I digress too much.
Yeah.
Dance Moms.
Ooh.
Okay, this one was interesting to me. So for seasons 1 to 4, the dancers would get paid $1,000 per episode, which
Okay.
like they're young, they're probably like, we can take advantage. And then season 5, they made $2,000 an episode. What's surprising to me is Abby only made $1,500 an episode.
Whoa.
Some of them have also made like a huge brand for themselves though too, like Maddie Ziegler.
Jojo Siwa?
Jojo Siwa, she's a $1 billion brand.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's low for me.
That's really low.
But and like that's not going to the kids.
But they're
the
also
moms are taking
children. So like, is it considered like child labor to pay
True.
them?
Well,
Yeah.
what happens with like, it depends like state to state, but if kids are under a certain age, you have to put like a certain bank account together for them and the parents can't touch it. And that's directly where they get paid. It's kind of
That's
annoying,
smart.
but it's very smart.
No, it's really
to
smart.
protect kids. It's mostly a California law. So even if like the production company is based in California, like they make you do that.
I like that.
Fun facts. Okay, last one, Real Housewives.
Ooh, love to
Okay,
hear.
this one was surprising to me. Which one out of all the Real Housewives would you think gets the most ratings?
You would think Beverly Hills or
It's
Orange
Atl-
County.
Atlanta.
Oh.
I don't even watch
I don't know.
Atlanta.
I feel like, isn't that one of the originals? So maybe that's why it's been on the
Well,
longest
Orange
kind of thing.
County.
Orange County was the original, and then it was Beverly Hills, and then it was, is that where
New York?
Kim came from? Oh, yeah.
I wonder how much the Vancouver cast made.
Fucking nothing because they're all
Probably
like
free, like just to get clout.
Did they only have the one season?
Yeah.
And then it was
Two. They had
canceled?
two
Okay.
It was great.
It-
Mary. and-
honestly, like it's funny because like Mary's like the only one. Like Mary's the one that everyone picked on, but she's the only one that like has money still and is
Yeah.
living her usual life. Everyone else is like got divorced, lost all of their money. Like hilarious.
My mom partied with Mary at a party one time at the Roxy, and she said she was the nicest, like funnest
she
girl
seems
ever.
very
Yeah.
nice. So
Okay, I don't remember if you guys have answered this on a previous podcast, but if you could be on any reality show, especially now given knowing their salaries, what would you be? What would you choose?
Okay.
I wanted to be on Big Brother. Like I tried
I
out
was
for
just
Big
gonna
Brother
say, I was-
Canada.
You tried
but, like,
out?
I tried out.
Oh my god,
For
let's
the
try out
second
together.
season. No,
Okay.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh
I
my
couldn't do
God.
it. It's too long.
We'd have to like quit our jobs, which
Oh,
would
I'd
suck.
love it.
I'd love it too.
I'd rather go on like a fucking game show where I have a chance to win 100,000 in a day rather than like especially the
Price is
Canadian
Right?
version.
Yeah.
The Canadian version of Big Brother pays like 100 grand. Like it's fucking nothing.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
but once again, the whole brand thing, like I know somebody who was on Canadian Big Brother and
Yeah.
then she started like a YouTube channel for makeup and she does pretty well for
Who
herself.
lives in Vancouver with
Yeah.
black hair? Yeah. My friend knows
Wait,
her.
was it Netta?
No.
Rochelle, same
Yes,
season.
Rochelle. I would want to go in Big Brother US. I need the US. I can't go on. I'm not going Canada.
Because like they get better sponsors, so they got better money. But also the Canadian one's just really cheesy. They always do these like
Always.
weird themes.
Back in the day, if I could pick any reality TV show, it'd be The Real World.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
7 strangers living in a house.
Well, here's my thing. Like, I love Survivor because I
Right.
love scheming and like, I mean, obviously I'm a huge fan of the show, but I'm like, I would be
love
terrible at those challenges, like swimming super far
Same.
and then like running with a team, and they'd all fucking vote me out because I'd be terrible at the challenges. So I'm like, I think Big Brother would be the next best thing.
Because like my social game probably would be strong. I think.
That's the thing. I'm like, I can mastermind and manipulate, but like, can I run?
No. Can I hold on to a wall? Absolutely not.
Honestly, why are we not saying Real Housewives? Because literally all you have to do is go to brunch. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, I thought we were talking about like what we're qualified to be on.
That's true.
Because I'm
Real
not
Housewives
yet.
of Coquitlam.
I'm not
right
yet
here.
at the stage of wanting the plastic surgery, but like maybe if I was paid enough.
Okay, let me
Okay,
tell
so-
you. So,
Ooh.
okay, I had to look her up because I had no idea. Candy Burris, who's like one of the main people on Atlanta,
Okay.
$2 million a season. Because they get the highest
Sorry,
ratings.
what? Okay, this is crazy. Is this where Kim Zolciak? No.
I have no idea.
Nene leaks.
Yeah, is that because I watched that? The
I
Nene
think-
and yeah.
Is it Nene or Nene?
Nene.
She was on The Apprentice and it was Nene.
Yeah, it was Nene. I love The Apprentice, and she was also on Glee.
Oh, yeah, she was ugly. So apparently newcomers get $60,000 for a season.
Hell yeah.
But Bethany Frankel said that she only got $7,000 for her first season. But I think that was
But
like
New-
back in the day.
I think you are right. Bethany Frankel from New York
Isn't
is the
she a
second
criminal?
one.
Isn't she like in
No,
prison?
no.
No, that's Teresa
Teresa
Giudice.
Okay.
From New Jersey.
Okay.
New York and New
Do they
Jersey.
all kind of look the same though?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, New Jersey is like a different specimen. Like
Okay.
they look completely different.
So
but-
wait, would yours then be Real Housewives?
If I was fancy enough, I guess. But if I had to
Me
be
too.
realistic, hold on, let me see what's realistic. Obviously, Dance Moms.
I think you're fancy.
Yeah, you're fancy.
You could be on the Real Housewives of Coquitlam.
If I had a rich husband, I would totally do Housewives. I would rule
Yeah, I couldn't do Survivor. Like,
No.
I get hangry so fucking easily. Like, not a chance. I'd be out. I'd be that first person.
that. And I
out.
can't even like fish like with a rod. So
Gross.
Can't spearfish.
yeah.
I guess, like, being married, I can't even say I'd go on The Bachelor. Like,
Oh, I would do The Bachelor. That's what I would do.
yeah.
If I had the confidence, I'd do it.
Here's the thing, though. Like, it totally. If I wasn't in a long-term partnership, absolutely. Like, do I want to travel the world? Yes. Do I want to date 25 men? Yes. Absolutely. There's no downside to it.
And then you go to Paradise, you get a brand, you're solid. You know what? Should I apply?
Yes. I had a friend apply for Bachelor in Paradise.
chosen.
I had a friend, they were supposed to do Bachelor in Paradise in
Canada?
Here.
Can't wait.
And I had a friend apply. I don't think it ended up going through, though, because of COVID.
That's it. No, it's premiering in October, so she just didn't get cast.
Guess I should tell her.
do you guys want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I didn't turn the ring light on.
I was going to say it's dark, but...
Can I do it?
Okay, welcome back. I forgot to turn the ring light on, so Arielle just graciously turned it on for us. It was getting a little dark.
I was in like an angelic light, and then you guys were like in the shadows, and I'm like, do I say something?
We need like a producer. Like, I forget something every single
It's true.
episode. Half the sound isn't working.
I never turn my mic on. Anyway,
Arielle, do you want to be our producer?
I'm not technically savvy, sadly.
On to the next.
On to the next.
Okay, today's actual main subject matter. What's happened in August 2021? Celebrity news. I'll let you start.
Okay. Let me just get my iPad. Okay, the first one is a Britney Spears update. I feel like we would be stupid not to bring it up. Well, we were off the air of many months. The Britney Spears, Free Britney, obviously hit the fan, and people, it was just like a huge controversy. And where we're at now, basically, is she's still under her conservatorship. I can never say it. Thank you. She got a new lawyer, thank God. And last week or 2 weeks ago, it made headlines that, like, her father was going to release it. And everyone was, like, freaking out. And they're like, this is the best, it's the best. But if you actually read the article, sadly, he said that when the time is right, I will step down. There's no timelines. There's no nothing. So while that is a mini win, that is not an immediate win. And
so does that mean she just has to find someone? But does he have to find them, like, good enough?
No, I don't know really what that means. I think the lawyers just need to keep fighting to get it removed. But we at the We Apologize in Advance podcast stand with the Free Britney movement, and this is dumb.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. So just a quick update, no update, but I feel like it's everywhere. We had to bring it up.
Yeah. Fuck her
that
dad.
poor girl.
Yeah, seriously. And the mom. I was talking to my parents too. It's like, and the mom, and the sister, and the brother. Because yes, excuse me, the father is in charge of her, but like the mother's not doing anything. They're all getting paid. Her house, like the mother's house, is paid by Britney. The daughter or the sister has an apartment. So it's like, what the hell?
Well, I feel like Jamie Lynn has also been under attack a little bit. Like, she's been going onto her Instagram stories and being like, you don't know, like, I love my sister more than anybody in the world.
So
I'm like, well, then what's happening? 'Cause
yeah.
please stop her Instagrams, even though Free Britney, but like,
although like she seems to like,
yes,
I think they've like let her do her like own socials and stuff now, so she has like a little bit more minute freedom, but it's not helping her case.
Arielle and I just saw her latest post about how she was like, I'm going to be in the new Tinkerbell, so I'm working out, but just kidding, not really, but working out is fun. Anyway,
I should be able to post whenever I want to post, tee-hee. And I was like, yo.
And it was like so many emojis, and I'm like, wait, what? Because I was like, isn't she not working until her dad gives up?
But regardless of any of this, she deserves to not have anybody controlling her life.
She can figure out when to put an IUD in or not. Like, Absolutely. She doesn't need her father to decide that.
Does she need somebody to clear away the eyeliner?
Oh,
yes.
Okay, do you feel like
Does she
something
need a stylist?
I feel like something changed with her face.
No, I bet it's just editing. I bet it's like Facetune or something.
Probably some plastic surgery.
Her eyes like look like slanted in a different way. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, she just looks like different face. Maybe it's the teeth, but like if you obviously people age, but like side by side, it doesn't look like a natural age progression. Like, I don't know if she just got some bad work done. Love her, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, when I look at her, I'm like, you don't look right.
The angles on her Instagram is insane. Like, her phone is like this, and she's like Arielle kissing her fiance, like sticking her neck out, you know?
I mean, I don't know if it's the angle so much as like the very, very low ride pants, shorts, tiny. Like, we are like at
We're
the
not
top
in 2001.
of the mons pubis there.
To be fair, she wasn't allowed to leave her house, so she probably cannot stay up to date with fashion trends. So she's just living in her own world.
Not an excuse.
Free Britney.
Free Britney and get her stylist, please.
Please.
Okay, what's the next one, Alex?
OnlyFans.
Oh.
Okay.
So good.
I love this because when they said we're not allowing sexual content anymore, I was like, you're gonna lose like 95% of your revenue.
That was the only reason why people signed up, basically.
But you guys saw that it's back now, right?
Yeah.
I just wonder if it was just like a PR thing, if they're like, oh no, like now all the like sex workers are like, you're anti-sex worker, or if they actually looked at the numbers and were like, oh fuck, we're actually stand to lose a lot.
Well, actually, we have some numbers. We did do a little research. Okay, so basically, I just want to give some backstory of like how profitable this goddamn thing is. Okay, so it launched in 2016. It's a UK-based company. To now, currently, they have 139 million users and 2 million creators. They have racked in $375 million last year alone, and they were expected to bring in $2.5 billion next year.
Jesus,
Insane.
like end of 2021?
Yeah. No, next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so today... Oh, yeah.
I think it is 2021.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they've
Okay,
been around
yeah.
since the beginning of 2020,
Right.
I think.
So last week, obviously, they announced the banning, and then the CEO originally blamed it on the banks because one of the banks flagged and rejected OnlyFans wire transfers, and they also reported that they struggled to find investors for such a sexual, like,
Oriented
app. And a lot of card companies have been wary of allowing their payments on sites like this because of the nature of the content and the rising issue of child pornography.
Right.
So an example would be Pornhub. Last year, there was a lot of reports of underage and illegal content, which has led to the legal action like this year. And so basically the ban obviously sparked controversy for everyone because like that's the reason why people went on OnlyFans, which is insane. And the company announced that they figured out their issues with the banks and they reversed the decision. But like that TikTok that you sent to me a couple days ago, like the main theory behind this is not the banks at all. It's to like stay away from fines and be in legal trouble because it's like coming out now that the OnlyFans have not been monitoring the content and there is like hundreds of bestiality and child pornography things like coming up every day and they just
can't keep up with it.
Yeah, so
I feel like it's so
interesting.
hard to regulate, like even with the whole Pornhub thing, there has to be some sort of verification of like, you know, putting your driver's ID on there, like you have to be 18 plus, but I mean, it's hard to do.
The thing is like if people are buying child pornography on OnlyFans, it's linked to a credit card.
I know.
You can
It's
find the
trackable.
person.
But I feel like sometimes you don't always know, like, I mean, you look at 16-year-olds now and you're like, okay, they look in their 20s and they might be catfishing adults who think that they're watching
that's a tough
legalized shit. But also, I also do think that this comes back to like all platforms are just trying to be each other right now.
The birds agree.
All of these platforms are just trying to be each other right now. So like, you know, OnlyFans, they wanted to become a Patreon and like just support creators regardless of like what you're doing. And, you know, they're trying to do recipes and blah, blah, blah. But like people want the porn.
Well, that's what's funny is like when they said we're not doing sexual content anymore, I was like, so now you're like Patreon. And like Patreon is so much more well established and highly used by people that are already not making sexual content. So like, what's your play here?
And there's already another site that has come up. It's called like Admire Me or something, like very similar to OnlyFans. So it's just like I don't think people are going to go back. Like Arielle, you said to me before this was like, I think they lost their fans. I don't know if they're going to come back. And even like, it's not porn necessarily. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's porn, like naked photos and stuff, but it's like, it was a way for sex workers to do that more safely. Yeah. And like even non-sex workers like Corinna Kopf, I think.
Corinna Kopf.
Cops.
It's like Kopf. Kopf.
Like Schwarzkopf
She made like $4 million in a month.
No, like a day or something, like a weekend, which is insane.
But that's
right?
another part of
Or
the
was it a month?
conversation is like all of these high like A-list celebrities are making the most amount of money, and then like the people who are actually sex workers that are trying to make money from these apps
well, like Bella
aren't doing
Thorne,
it.
like she did it, and like there was a ton of chargebacks. Did you hear about like what Gabby DiMartino did?
No.
Like of Nikki and Gabby on YouTube?
No.
So it's like the girl that kind of looks like Ariana Grande.
No, I know who she is, and she's like a kid, like DIY girl. So that's an interesting pivot.
Yeah, so she did an OnlyFans, and so she sent a message out to all of her like people who were, I don't know how it works. Like, I don't know if you can like follow her, but it sent a message that's basically like, oh, like my Nona always told me to keep my panties on. And so that like, so it was like, oh, if you want to see this picture, pay $20. And it was a picture of her when she was like 8 years old.
Oh no.
Like with her skirt up flashing, and she was wearing underwear.
This is
so
literally
everyone was like, oh my God.
That's
They're like,
disgusting.
so people who bought into it, they're like, oh my God, I accidentally just bought child porn. So they were like sending it off to the FBI to be like, this was an accident. Like I didn't do it.
This is also why YouTube turned off like comments for children's channels is because
Yeah.
people were time stamping like really gross areas of like kids just running around in their bathing suits being kids. Like it wasn't sexualized,
Yeah.
but people will sexualize it. Okay, but here's another question I have about OnlyFans and even like Snapchat when it used to be just a few seconds that you can watch. Can't you just screenshot and send it to your friends? Like, does everybody need to pay for OnlyFans, or can you all go in on like one account?
I'm sure you can log in. I don't know if IP is an issue.
I feel like that's like a thing that people don't talk about though. Like maybe like a young
Netflix.
group of guys will be like, hey man, do you all want to like split one account? But like middle-aged men who are potentially buying it, they're not gonna be like, hey man, like do you want to split this with me?
Yeah.
So it's still a taboo subject for a lot of people.
I feel like the middle-aged men are also the ones who are paying $60 to $600 per pair of underwear when they're buying underwear
well,
online.
I was gonna say one YouTuber that I follow on Instagram, she like made a joke. Like she posted a photo of like her pedicure, and so many people commented on like how cute her feet were, and so she made an OnlyFans that's all about her feet, and she has like tens of thousands of people overnight. Like it's just so funny.
I will never understand it, but I won't name names. But this girl that we worked with, like she used to get messages all the time to her Instagram being like, please send feet pics. Like I'm a pay piggy, which is disgusting.
More than anything,
piggy.
I would love to be what they call a findom, a finance dominatrix.
Yeah.
Literally, men send you money.
Yeah.
And then you just tell them, like, you filthy pigs, send me $600. I'm going to go fucking spend that money right now.
Or they'll
And
be
then
like, here's a credit card.
They just want to know how you're spending the money. Like, oh, I just spent $500 fucking dollars at Christian Louboutin. Like, and that's what I went. So, like, I remember when this came up, I literally messaged my husband and I was like, can I do this? This is perfect for me. But then I realized it's actually really hard.
Or they'll send like a secondary credit card and be like, spend all you want, just like don't tell me or whatever. Like I'll have to look at my bank records later.
Yeah,
and
like
see
could
that
you
spent
imagine
my
having
cash.
the type of fetish where like you just want to see your life go in ruins, like just your bank account.
Imagine having
negative.
Imagine having the money to be able to be like, here's a credit card.
I don't think it's people that have crazy amounts of money. That's the crazy thing.
Debt gets me off.
Yeah.
What?
Move to the States and take out a student loan, bud. Like at least you'll get something back.
Go get hit by a car in the States.
Anything.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Moving on. Okay, tell me about Ashton Kutcher Bathgate, because like I have no idea. I'm so unbelievable.
This has been my favorite story of the month. Okay, so basically, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis went on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, and the topic of bathing came up. I don't really know how it happened, but they just talk about bathing. And Mila and Ashton both confessed that they don't wash their kids every day. Like, they don't bathe their kids every day. Okay. And they kept on, like, harping on them, like, wait, what? And they're just like, no, we only wash, like, the vital parts, like the pits, the crotch, and the chest area. And then the rest, we don't do it. And then also, they're like, soap is really bad to use on your skin every day. So we don't use soap every day. So we're not washing our bodies every day. And so then they started getting into like this debate or whatever. And then Ashton Kutcher was like, I never wash my full body. I only wash my armpits and crotch. And sometimes I'll splash water on my face after the gym because of sweat. And this just like, this went viral. Like, everyone was like, what the heck? Some celebrities were like, I agree with this. Some celebrities were like, no. And it was just like really funny. A couple weeks ago, Ashton Kutcher, like, I love how they deal with controversy. They posted like a funny video about it. Like a couple years ago, they were talking about, like, on the front page of the magazine, it said like they got divorced. And Mila was like, Ashton, did you hear? We're getting divorced.
And like, you're taking the kids?
Yeah, such a good video.
But I love that all of these celebrities are weighing in and being like, I don't shower that often. Like, what is the normal amount that you should actually wash your body?
Yes.
I'll say, like, for me, I shower, okay, it's every day, but it's almost 2 days at the same time. So hear me out. Okay. So, like, night shower. So day one is a night shower, like full hair, everything.
Yes.
And then the next day I don't, and then the next morning I do. So it's technically like a day and a half.
That's me. That's like basically my schedule as well.
Like, sometimes it'll be 2 days and then I'll do a night and then 2 days later night. Like, I think that's good because I agree with the soap thing. Like, I have really dry skin. If I shower too often, I'll fucking dry out like the Sahara. So
Dirt McGirt weighing in here. I would say that I only shower when my hair starts to get greasy.
Like your body as well?
But the thing is like, whatever you get your body used to, like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I
as long as you don't stink.
I wouldn't say, like, I'm a particularly smelly person. Like, I have lots of friends who sometimes shower twice a day, and I'm like, what compels you to get into the shower twice a day? Like, here's the thing. I love being clean, but the process of getting into the shower, I loathe. Like, getting just the mental headspace of being like, okay, I'm going to take off my clothes and I'm going to get in the shower. And like, you know, kudos to those who can have like 5-minute showers. But like every time I go in, it's a fucking process. So I'm like, I guess I'll put it off for as long.
Because you're like, I'm already here. I might as well do the whole process.
I will put it off for as long as humanly possible. And like, I thrive camping. People are like, I could not. People are like, I could not go camping because I'm so dirty. And I'm like, let's go 6 days and maybe be by a body of water.
Okay, wait, I want to bring something up because this is very controversial between my cousin and my sister, okay? When we went to New York 3 years ago, we were going out, and I said, wait, I want to take a quick body shower. Have you heard of this? And do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, you put your hair in a thingy and you just body shower.
Okay, Aaron and Sarah, please listen up because they made fun of me for 2 years. They still make fun of me. And every time someone says body shower, I send it to them being like, guys, this is normal. I don't go...
That's 100% normal.
Thanks so much. They're just like, no, it's just a shower. I'm like, no, it's a body shower.
It's a body
washing my body and I'm not washing my hair.
And I will also add into the mix what I call the travel shower, which is makeup wipes.
Oh, yes.
When you need to, in a pinch.
Yeah, I went to glamping the other week, and those were my best friends.
Or you know what? Okay, this might get a little graphic. It's not about me, but I watched a TikTok recently, and this girl was talking about how her friend had hooked up with a guy who was stinky, and she was like, just wash your dick. Like, go into the bathroom and just, like, clean it, right? And
she
she's
said
like,
that to him?
No. In this TikTok, this girl's saying this. And she's like, it's not like every single woman hasn't gone into the bathroom on the night of the hookup and been like, fishbowl washing yourself, or bird bath. She called it bird bath.
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely. Like, you know, you're preparing. Like, get ready. But I won't do a full shower. I'll do a bird bath shower.
Yeah, bird bath. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not proud of these things.
I think it's so gross when like guys have a stinky dick. Like, how is that possible? Like, for girls, it makes sense. It's inside of us. Like, you don't know what's going on there. But for a guy, how does it get stinky?
It makes no sense. You should be fine. We have an excuse. You do not. Like, I hate vaginas, but that's a whole other
also,
topic.
like, I mean, yeah, vaginas, like, we have a moisture at all times, and men do not have that. Like, you know?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So, interesting.
Honestly, but I find that, like, guys just, like, touch their balls, like, for fun.
That's
though.
true.
Like, and,
so,
like,
just, like, hand stink.
Like, yeah.
I'm really happy where this is going. Or has gone.
Arielle,
I feel like we need to move on.
Like, yeah, this is my favorite subject.
I could vomit, so let's... Stinky balls. I'm done.
Yeah. I remember the first time I smelled balls. I'm sorry. Let's go.
That's okay. That's
a story for another area. I'd love to hear that.
Your second host.
So I'll be back then.
Yes, you're doing a very good job. So, okay, the next one. Scarlett Johansson had a baby boy. Congratulations.
I hate the name.
Cosmo.
Fuck off.
No.
Okay. For celebrity names, it could have been worse.
You know what I realized? She doesn't have Instagram. Doesn't do it.
I love her husband, though.
Cosmo
his name is. He's
is
so
a
hot.
dog's name.
Cosmo is a dog's name.
No, 1,000%. 1,000%.
And I am all for, like, weird-ass names. I love them. I think of them all the time. And I'm like, yes, I would want to name my child this weird-ass wacky name. But Cosmo is a dog's name. Like, it's not a wacky name. It's a dog's name.
I know. Yeah, so it's rough. So
but I mean, they're both beautiful, so the baby's
it's going to be stunning.
beautiful.
But, like, Cosmo Jost. Cosmo Jost. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, it doesn't go off the
Cosmo
tongue.
Johansson?
Better.
Maybe better. Cosmo Johansson Jost?
Are they going to call him Mo for short?
Let's hope not. Well, I don't know, actually. we know people. I don't mind that name. And then also, sorry, really quickly, she is suing Disney. I just thought she's in the news this month. Basically, because of her, I mean, Arielle, you go, because I'm not a Marvel person.
So I found out you're a Marvel fan, Alex.
Oh my God, yes!
Which makes me happy.
I have someone to talk to about it.
So she's suing Disney because her movie Black Widow was released on Disney Plus, and in her contract she was like, I only want this to be released in theaters. Yeah. And so, I mean, there's all this back and forth. Like, obviously you get great viewership on Disney Plus, but she's like, it's in the contract. Like, you are contractually
because she makes more money from when it's released in theaters. She gets like a percentage, but there's nothing in her contract that says anything about streaming, because to be fair, streaming was like, it was a thing, but it wasn't like when she signed it was pre-pandemic. Because she filmed it, because it was supposed to come out 2020, so it would have been filmed like 2018, 2019.
And to be fair too, like, to watch that movie on Disney Plus, it's $26 every time somebody chooses to watch it, which is a good amount of money, I would say. But if she's not getting a cut,
it's so easy to spread it though, because like $29 Canadian.
Oh shit.
$29 Canadian. You don't know how many people are watching it, because all of these Disney releases, I watch it with Steve and his mom, his dad, and his brother. So that's 5 of us watching it for $30, when normally that's like 2 people's worth of tickets at the theater. And then you don't know, because like, then my dad, like, hope Disney doesn't see this, but then my dad's like, can I have your login so I can go see it? So it's like, it's so easy to spread it.
Yeah.
But then also, it's so much easier for all these like torrenting websites to get the videos immediately. So then you're missing out on a lot.
Yeah, it's just not fair. And it's like, they should have redone that contract. Like, they know better. Come on.
I happen to have like a torrenting streaming thing on my on my TV, and that's where we watch all of them. Like, Raya and the Dragon came out or whatever.
That is such a good movie.
So good. Watched it on this thing called
cartoon?
Plex. Yeah.
Aquafina plays a dragon. That's all I gotta say. And it's fucking hilarious. You need to watch it.
Luca, if you guys have seen that one.
I've seen Luca
So
like
good.
3 times.
So
You know
good.
what? I'm a fan.
And I like that the sound is on TikTok. Silencio Bruno.
Silencio
I'm like, oh, so
Bruno.
cute.
So cute.
The last thing I'll say about Scarlett Johansson is like, I feel bad because like she had the kid like a month or 2 ago, and she's like going through like all this drama with Disney like amid the first couple months, and she has a kid. So like, I do feel kind of bad for that stress.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, the millions she made, rough.
Yeah, really rough.
It still sucks though, because like, it's no other like Marvel film has been released. Like, hers was the first one.
Yeah.
So like, if it was one of her male counterparts, you best believe they would be on a rampage, and it would have been fixed so much faster.
I was just gonna say, like, it's one of the few lead female Marvel movies, so
And
it's like, it's just shitty.
Luckily, all of these other like Marvel actors are coming to her defense and being like, "This is wrong." Like,
and they're
No,
probably
totally
talking to
wrong.
all of their agents, being like, we need to
1,000.
immediately fix this, or
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
They
know how
are.
much they can.
And Elizabeth Olsen, like, she was just in an interview being like, well, was it in the contract or was it not? And if it's in the contract, then like, they fucked up.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I also love her in WandaVision is the best. Have you watched that one?
Oh yeah.
I've seen a couple episodes.
completely
so
caught
good.
up.
Love.
I've seen a couple episodes. I saw one episode.
I saw a TikTok. Did I send it to you? Where someone was like, a friend of mine isn't really into Marvel movies, and whenever I tell her to watch them, she says that like, this is what she sees, and it's all those like Hallmark movies that look all the same. Like, the covers, it's just like the couple in like a red thing. She's like, this is what she says all of the covers
I mean,
look
she's
like.
not wrong, but like, if we're pitching to Tony Rose, then that is the perfect way to describe it.
That's the perfect way to
Because
do it.
she loves Hallmark.
No, I love it. And like, name me some Marvel movies.
Avengers,
Like, I've seen that.
all of them.
Like,
There's not just one.
No, I think I've seen like 3.
Captain Marvel,
No.
Iron Man,
Yes.
Captain America.
Yes.
Those ones I think are up
The
there.
older ones.
Thor.
No, I refuse.
What?
Thor Ragnarok is probably
So
the
good.
best one out of the entire fleet.
Okay.
It is directed
Hilarious.
by Taika Waititi, who's this like phenomenal, hilarious New Zealand director, and
Okay.
he just makes it so funny
was
and
funny.
great. Yeah.
Okay, I've seen Hulk.
That is the one. I was literally just thinking in my head, I bet you she's fucking seen the Hulk. And first of all, it's with the wrong actor, because they...
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, he's...
Well,
the
the
saw
original.
the movie? And
Well,
you-
like when it came out, wasn't it like 20 years ago?
They've had a
it was
few.
it was with Edward... No, there's no Hulk with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, there is. That's
No,
the
there
one I've
isn't.
seen.
It's Edward Norton.
He's in the Avengers, I think, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, the Hulk is in
It's Edward
other
Norton,
movies, but he doesn't
and
have a solo.
Also,
Oh,
someone
that's
else plays
sad.
him too.
no, it's
So
just
I've
him.
seen a good amount.
I think... There's literally 30.
You know what?
Yeah,
Okay, to be fair,
that's a
I was
lot.
like pretty anti-Marvel at the beginning of this year, and then during the pandemic, Sebastian made me watch all of them, and
Right.
you kind of have no choice but to like dive in and
Yeah,
get
there's
on
like
board.
3 Captain Americas, 3 Iron Mans, 2
insane.
Thors with another one on the way, Black Panther.
Oh,
I haven't seen that yet, but I want to. Okay,
so
that's one of the best. I want
good.
to, like, not to defend myself, but I like them. I love a shoot 'em up movie. I love the action. I do. Like, I
fucking
no, I do like a war movie. Like, sign me up. I do love Marvel when I watch it, but I don't watch it by myself.
Yeah.
So it's like I would never sit down and watch by myself. But that's like a movie that I'd like to see with someone in the movie theater or on a big
Honestly,
screen.
you have to see them in theaters to like
Yeah.
pay attention, because it can kind of you get
Totally.
distracted
Like,
easily.
this is not Marvel, but I just watched the Wonder Woman movies and I loved them.
Even
and
the
see?
second one.
I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I liked the first one.
I haven't
the
seen
best.
either. To
The
be
first
honest.
one's
See,
fantastic. The second one got terrible reviews, but
Oh, did you see it?
yep,
I liked it.
I watched it like the day it came out. I was dying for it to come out because the first one was so good.
I never disliked it. But I saw the reviews and I never really understood what they were talking about.
People don't love her.
The concept was weird. Sorry, you haven't seen the second one?
I have not seen either.
The whole concept is just about wishes. Like, this guy gets the power to make any wish he wants, and I'm like,
is this Aladdin?
Yeah.
But like, love Aladdin.
Yeah, so I thought it was good.
Okay, quick one. Dancing with the Stars will allow same-sex couples.
I didn't know this, but I saw Jojo Siwa. I'm assuming she probably will have a female partner.
I literally just read the title. I'm really sorry. I didn't have time to read the article.
Whoa, you're pulling to me.
I
That's good enough for
also
me.
just read the title and saw a photo of JoJo
Jojo
Siwa,
Siwa.
so I will assume that she is part of that.
I'm excited.
That's cheating, though. She's a professional dancer.
Well, Caitlin Bristow as well.
Is she a professional dancer?
Caitlin Bristow's professional dancer?
Yeah, that was her profession before The Bachelor.
They've had a few professional dancers on Dancing
Or
with the
she's not like a
Stars.
professional, but she's like a dance teacher.
Yeah.
I would say that's a professional dancer. So it's very interesting, and like figure skaters also.
Yeah.
That's basically dancing on ice.
It's choreography.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really excited. Yeah, JoJo, but she's very much known for dancing, so she should win, hopefully.
I wonder if she'll wear bows in every episode.
No, she's past it.
She's
doing
done
it.
with the bows?
When is she done with this?
No, she is
I
done.
saw the makeover
Yep.
from James Charles. Or
She's
whatever,
doing
a couple
different stuff. I
months
think she
ago.
still wears it here and there, but it's just not like an everyday thing.
Which is nice. And did she still like live in a bubblegum house? Like her house is insane.
I was just gonna say it was fucking crazy to me. Like, she's not even 18 yet. I'm pretty sure. Like, she's only like 17.
That is insane.
But she's been like 6 feet tall since she was like 14 years old. So that's why I'm like, are you 21?
Google her height. I bet she's 5'6".
I would
No,
like to be a
she's
billionaire
tall.
at 17.
Okay, no, I think she's 5'8". What's your thought? How tall do you think she is, Arielle?
Short.
Okay, what?
5 foot.
Why are you giving it to me in meters?
I'm gonna
for
say in
fuck's
feet.
sakes?
Okay, how long? You think she's 6 feet? I think 5'8". You're 5'4"?
5'5"?
5'5"?
She's 5'9".
Oh.
Oh
To
my
be
God,
fair,
me.
I'm short, but I
You're
think
5'9"?
that I'm tall.
No, I'm 5'11".
Own
I
it.
thought she was taller than that, but anywho.
Sorry, what were you saying about your height?
I was gonna say, like, I'm short, but I always feel like I'm taller than I am. So then I compare myself to other people that I think are my height, and everyone's
you're
like,
5'2"?
"No, I'm 5'3" and a half."
Oh, that's the same.
You too? Yeah, makes
See,
sense.
this is
I thought you were
annoying.
shorter than
Like
me.
we see eye to eye.
Literally.
But like, I don't know if you ever feel that way, but like, I don't know.
I always go up to Steve and I'm like, I'm taller than you. And he's like, absolutely.
Yeah, I say the
not.
same thing.
Steve.
He's like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
and I'm
he's shorter than
5'3"
me.
and a half. But for some reason, just like, I think I'm looking straight, but I'm really looking up. I'm like, I'm taller than you.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna fucking laugh at me and think this is the most
Okay.
ridiculous thing I've ever said. But sometimes I'm like, people be like, "Oh, whoa, you're 5'3" and a half. Like I thought you're so much taller." I'm like, it's my personality.
I was just thinking in my head when you said, like, I think I'm bigger. I'm like, because you have a big personality. Like, you're in charge. Like, you're very not demanding. What's the word? Yeah, like, you command over her.
Thank you.
Sorry. No, but you do too.
You too.
But, like, she said specifically she thinks she's taller.
You gave off that boss. But you know what?
Yeah, you're a boss bitch.
The best word. Well, I mean, I don't want to describe myself as this, but you have this as well. Would be big dick energy.
You said that I had big dick energy.
I think you do have big dick energy.
I'm shocked by that.
At
Thanks
least
so
you're
much.
really good at faking it till you make it, and that's what matters.
Well, like I said, I think I'm really good in business sense. I come off like,
Absolutely.
but like personal. Like I'm like,
You are really good.
Yeah.
What, really?
Yeah,
For sure.
But my
Like me?
favorite is whenever
no.
you've had to send like a hard to send email, you'll type it out. You're like, oh my god, like is this okay? Like I'm really scared. But then when I read it, I'm like, oh damn, like she's good.
And sometimes you'd be like, you're a little harsh. I take this out. I don't know. And I'm like, but in real life, I'm like, please don't fucking hate me.
Yeah.
People used to always say though, like I was intimidating and stuff, and like I think it is that like big dick energy or big vag energy or whatever.
You just
Do not
know
say that.
you know what you like, you know what you don't like, and you're not this like pushover in
Yeah,
between.
and I'm like, I'm really not. I don't think, and maybe it's like you. Like, I don't think I'm actually that intimidating, but it's
No.
just like giving off the air of like not really giving a fuck because
Well,
you know.
I think it's just you're just comfortable with
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know what
You're
you're doing.
confident.
Like, especially like when you said like I would just be walking past in the office. I just know where I'm going. I know what I'm
Yeah.
doing. But for people
Yeah.
that are like a little bit timid, they're like, I don't really know what's going on.
They
Yeah,
look lost.
the tiki people. Let's call them that.
Tiki people. People would always say I'm intimidating, and I think that's because I'm very loud. I am very tall. I do command a room, and I'm like, I hate that. Like, I hate that I'm intimidating because I feel like I'm not intimidating.
I would rather be the person that someone's like, oh, I'm kind of intimidated by her, than like, oh, she's a pushover.
So I used to feel that way. Pushover, I don't think anybody wants to be, but I used to be that way, being like, I would like to be intimidating. I want people to be like scared of me or whatever. And now I'm like, no, like I want to be approachable. And sometimes people now describe me as like kind and warm, and I'm like, when did this happen?
Wait, I want that. No one's ever said that.
I don't want to be approachable.
I think you're both kind and warm.
Thank you so much. I think I'm approachable.
I am not.
We'll find out. Guys, give us a review. Are we approachable?
I built a whole brand on this. Like, I've had many people be like, I was scared of you. Like, a guy from work literally said, like, I hated you for the first 6 months. I was like, okay. That actually really hurt my feelings. I was like, because the funny thing is like, we were friends. We were friends. Like, we would talk all the time. We'd shoot the shit. We'd laugh. He's like, yeah, I fucking hate you.
Who is it?
Wait, actually, no, you don't care, because I'll probably watch this game. Davin, I'm talking to you. You fucking said it. I know you did. And it's funny. It's just like, I don't know.
This is funny. Timestamp at Davin. We're gonna send this to you.
Well, like, he said it was because like he checked in on me on like my second day of training at our company, and he's like, "How was your day of training?" I'm like, "It was really boring."
That was bold. It was so boring, the training.
It was very bold. I thought because he seemed like, or he is, he's very like laid back, chill, like comedic. So I was like, yeah, it was like kind of boring, to be honest, because I'm very much someone like, I need to do it in order to learn. I can't just like sit there and like get facts thrown at me all day. So he was like, okay.
But do you find that like as you're getting older, you're a little bit more mindful of how people probably perceive you? Like,
only in the sense, like, I just don't want to be a Karen. Like, I don't do that stuff. At stores, if I'm like, I'd like to return this, and they're like, you are 20 minutes too late, I'd be like, okay, thank you, and I'll leave. Like, I will not do it in that situation, because I'm just really afraid that I'm going to run out of facts, and then I'm going to look like an idiot, like, getting all heated up and then running, like, losing steam. So I'll never do it in that. And, like, even, like, our window screens that we ordered for our house, it's, like, 6 weeks, and they were supposed to be here last week, and Steve's like, you need to email them. I'm like, I'll forward you the email, and you can do it, because I don't want to be that person.
I rule at that. I will call a company right up, but I'm not caring about it. I'm just like, this is what's happening. I'm not happy about it. Like, how can we resolve this? And I will say in a very nice, I will never be like, you do this now.
Well, I also just feel like I've discovered that you can really catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Like, if you're nice to a service person of any kind, they're gonna like do something for you,
because they're human. You can't just yell at them, and like, usually the person that you're talking to about the issue with that company has nothing to do with them. No. They didn't do it to you. Like, they're just sadly the messenger.
I've told you my Dyson vacuum story, right? Maybe
vaguely.
Not you. No, okay, I'll do it really quickly.
Okay,
so basically, last Christmas, like Boxing Day, I ordered a Dyson vacuum because it was on their website. Super worth it.
I'm so jealous.
I ordered a Dyson vacuum, and it was on their website for like $300, which is way under what the usual price is. It's like $700. And I made sure to double check that it wasn't a refurbished Dyson vacuum. It comes in the mail. It's refurbished. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, I did my due diligence, and I did not want a refurbished vacuum. So I call their helpline, and I'm like on the phone with them for however long. And I'm like, listen, I did not order a refurbished one. Like, I did my due diligence. Like, please, if there's anything you can do. And I was just like so fucking kind the whole way through. And it took some convincing. It took a little bit of time, and they ended up sending me a brand new one at like 60% off, just because of how nice I was. And I like sent back the refurbished vacuum. They sent me a brand new one, and I'm like,
no, 100%. Like, that'll always be the case, I feel like.
Agreed.
I remember, like, which is still astonishing to me to this day, my mom dropped her phone in the toilet once. Like, my nephew did it, actually. And, like, we went into Apple together, and she gave this whole sob story that the reason why it happened was because she was at the hospital because my niece was having surgery. And so she's just laying it on super thick, and the guy's just trying to get a word in. And then eventually he's like, yeah, we'll give you a new phone. And I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
That's all it takes, just a little bit of nice.
It's going to be nice. And then if it doesn't work, fucking
Talking
get me out
about
of
things
them.
we
Just
learned
kidding.
from TikTok, actually, I had a flight attendant come up on my TikTok and she was like, this is how you get bumped to first class. She's like, a Starbucks goes a really long way. You want to bring some Starbucks for your flight attendants? Like, we'll bump you up to first class if there's an extra seat.
I talked to her. I tried to sign her.
Did
Is it
you?
the Sierra girl, like long brown
Yes.
hair?
Yeah.
She's lovely.
I'm like, I would love to move.
Well,
to
that
first
was
class.
like, I think you were the one who gave us the tip, like, put $20
for hotels.
For hotels
Do you
in
know the $20 trick?
Vegas.
In an envelope?
No. So in Vegas, when you go to check into your hotel, they always ask for your driver's license and your credit card for incidentals. You fold a $20 bill and you put it in between and you hand it to them, and then they'll take the $20 bill. If they have any upgrades available, like if they're not sold out, which in Vegas they're usually not, they'll upgrade you for $20 US.
How many times have you done this?
I've done it only once.
Okay.
But it worked.
still, yeah.
No, but I've told
100%
people to
success
do
rate.
it. No, but I've told other people to do it and it worked. And like we went from like a standard room with 2 beds in it to one that had 2 bathrooms and like a vanity with a better view.
And did you ask or did they prompt the upgrade?
In Vegas specifically, they know. I don't know if it works in other
I
places,
would
but
never try everywhere
if
else.
they're sold out, they'll give you the money back and be like, sorry, we're sold out. Like, so they understand
They'll give
it.
you the money back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although Steve fucked up when he went for his bachelor party, he didn't put it in between. He just put $20 down as well. So then they will consider it a tip. You have to slip it in between. It's kind of the code.
The language.
Yeah.
It's the code.
So he's like, yeah, she just took my $20 and didn't do anything for me. I'm like, yeah, because she just thought it was a tip. So you gotta slip it in because it's nothing to them. If they have extra, they'll be like, fuck yeah.
Totally.
Good to know.
Yeah, good tip. Okay, let's move on to...
Quick rundown, new relationships. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck back together.
Shocked.
Fabulous.
I'm
Stan.
shocked.
I
love
stan.
it.
Me
I
too.
stand it, but can we get rid of this back tattoo, please? Like, J-Lo cannot date that back tattoo.
okay, I was looking, I'm not gonna lie, I was like looking up some pop culture things today, and it was like, Ben and J-Lo are matching again. And I'm like, okay, don't care about that, but do like them as a couple.
Could you imagine if they
No, I
just came
love-
out with a Gigli too?
Oh.
A what?
The movie?
Oh.
I think
They
you're
did a
saying it
movie
right.
together when they
I've
were
never
back
seen that.
together, when they were together back in the day, and it was like the worst rated movie of all time.
The biggest flop.
Absolute garbage. So just missed the joke.
Sorry, but what was I gonna say? Let's not forget that he cheated at Number 5 Orange in Vancouver, like on
Did
J-Lo.
he?
Yeah, like when they were engaged.
On
like,
J-Lo?
yeah, like a couple
He
days
also
before the
cheated
wedding.
on Jennifer Garner, right?
She's
Like,
on everyone.
And he has like
He
a
better
gambling
fucking learn
problem
by
and
now.
whatever. So I hope he learns. The one thing, I mean, like, not to be like a Karen of couples, but I'm like, she has now introduced her kids to Ben. They're spending a lot of time together, and they just got over, hopefully, Aaron or whatever. A-Rod, thank you.
that must be hard in general for like Hollywood kids whose parents do
Any
move
kids,
I mean,
but yeah, that's
any
insane.
kids, but like being in the spotlight on top of having to be reintroduced to like new people consistently.
Yeah.
They're probably used to it because their parents have such big teams with them that like having
Yeah.
this one person like
Doesn't
hanging
change
out
that
there-
much.
Not really.
Yeah.
They also got so much money for therapy. They're probably fine.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm happy about it.
Chriselle and Jason.
Okay,
Do you watch Selling Sunset?
She doesn't watch Selling Sunset. So this is a publicity
The
stunt.
hype.
They're about to announce when the new season is going. Like, there's no way they're together. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It freaks me out. It creeps me out, actually. There's no body.
Yeah.
There's no sexual chemistry.
Just that video of them dancing was so fucking
And he was, like,
weird.
holding her, like...
How does that even like professionally like happen? Like she works for you,
I'm just... There's
and she's a psycho. Have you not seen her?
She is a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And an actress.
This is
good thought.
TV.
I know nothing about this.
No, and, like, that picture of her, like, kissing his bald head. I'm like, can we just come out as
I thought you were about to
friends?
say
Like,
kissing his balls. I'm
I
like,
fully
what
thought
the
you were
fuck
about to
did
say
I
balls.
miss?
Yeah.
no, that was on OnlyFans. Did you know?
No, she kind of downgraded from the last guy. Although the last guy was a piece of shit, but like in
Piece
terms
of
of like
shit
looks.
they're just like not together. I don't believe her for one goddamn second, and I find it so fake.
I
Please-
hope it makes it to the show though.
Oh
I hope.
no, it is the show. The next season is going to be all about the relationship. Like
No,
I can't
but
tell
they
you.
but they said that they've been together for 2 months, and I know that the show's been filming for longer than 2 months.
Okay, I have a Chriselle segue
Okay.
to something else. The Hills. I know that we're on couples right now, but The Hills.
Okay.
Have you guys watched the reboot at all?
No.
Once
Never watched
again.
the original.
Oh. Okay, once
you watch
again,
No.
something that pops up sometimes on my Facebook watch, and for some reason I'm like, oh, I guess I'll watch this now. They have like so much drama, and it pops up, and it's like the same drama from like 20 years ago when
Isn't
the
it
show first aired.
Scripted? And didn't
Well,
they
that's-
No,
do it?
it's scripted. Yeah.
Okay. because like Audrina and like Justin Bobby again, and I'm like, didn't this end like literally?
Well, I'm sure it's like
years
real,
ago?
like they dated and stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I am contemplating starting it. It takes a lot of work.
I don't know how I feel.
Yeah. Harry Styles?
Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde, don't like it.
Love.
I kind of love it.
Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I would take Jason Sudeikis
yeah.
over Harry Styles any day.
I can't tell you how much I agree.
Do
I
you
would
watch
take
Ted
both.
Lasso though?
I've only seen a couple episodes. It's
you
so
need to finish
good.
it. It's so
it's
fucking
on my
good.
list. He is funny. He's actually cute. He just seems like a genuine good dad.
I'm so curious what happened. Like, obviously, we won't find out.
Well,
But
he came out and said it was like her.
well, yeah, he was in an interview recently where he was like, "I am still trying to figure out exactly what went wrong," and I'm like, "That's so sad."
Do they have? They don't have kids.
Yeah,
They do. They have two kids.
And it's just like, but like we can all agree those photos on that yacht, hot.
I mean,
Harry Styles is hot.
Harry Styles is hot. I think that Olivia has something to her, you know.
But there is
She's
quite
like,
an age
a little
gap.
spitfire, but like I would never feel comfortable dating Harry Styles because
Yeah.
I don't think he bathes for like a month at a time. First of all,
I'll take him.
Arielle would love him.
But like, I just feel like he has a consistent wandering eye. Like he would never be like with one person.
know.
And I feel like he's kind of swings both ways, and that is
Yes.
like.
But wait, who has he dated before to give you the wandering
Taylor
eye
Swift,
impression?
Kendall Jenner.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the wandering eye.
No, but like he lost his virginity to a cougar. Like
Oh,
when
right.
like before he was famous.
You don't think you could be with a guy who's swung both ways? It's hard.
It's hard.
It's
I
hard
don't
to know until I guess you're with somebody who does.
Yeah, I'll let you know when that ever
Yeah.
if that ever arises. But I don't know. I like them together, like aesthetically. I think like the photos are so cute and like they look really cute. But yeah, Jason Sudeikis. It's just sad.
It's just I think the thing that I just don't want to mistake is his personality in Ted Lasso. Like that is not him as a person. Like I think that's him.
Well,
I could also see because comedians are also some of the darkest people.
So true.
So I could totally see him being like a drunk asshole and her being like, I'm not doing this anymore.
I know. So I would love to figure out because I do love him. So.
I like them both individually, so I hope that they both find happiness.
Yeah.
But like,
amen.
yeah, I'd be really excited to see who Jason Sudeikis ends up with later because he is cool.
He deserves someone nice.
You know what, Jason? 604. Not no, just kidding. That's my number. Last one really quickly.
Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz. Fun fact, I did not know him and what's her face broke
Jenna
up.
Tatum. She's married with a baby.
No. This Jessie J.
Oh yeah,
Jenna
I know.
Dewan Tatum's like literal fucking body double.
Right.
They broke up earlier this year, and the only thing I want to note with this relationship is Channing Tatum is dressing like he's in Step Up again. Have you noticed?
Or she's the man.
Take it back. Love it.
Yeah, no. I
Zoe
don't know.
Kravitz is kind of an interesting one.
She is. I like her vibe, but I don't think I like her. You know, like I think she is like cool and I like her style, but then I look at her and I'm like, but do I like
But she
you?
also looks like someone who hasn't bathed, so maybe like her and Harry Styles should. That'd be a cool couple.
They would look great together.
They would look really good together.
That aesthetic matches, but yeah, like Channing Tatum's too jock, and I feel like he doesn't understand her.
Yeah, the photos are
personality.
so cute.
Yeah.
Like him pushing her in that shopping cart. I don't know if you've seen it down the street.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I'm not like on the fence. I have not built a ship, as they say. I'm not shipping them yet. We've not heard this. Build a ship. You're shipping them?
I've heard shipping, but not built
You
a
gotta
ship.
build the ship. Have you built the ship yet? No, I have not. I'm not on the ship yet.
All right, quick
sorry.
breakups. Pete Davidson and Phoebe Denever.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care. Right?
I feel like
How long did they date
of
for?
all the people we've talked about that we think are dirty, Pete Davidson is the dirtiest one out of
Yes.
all of them. I'm sorry.
Dirty, but I love him.
But I love him.
love
It's not like
him.
I just want you to find your penis.
You don't love out of that is your
Of all
statement.
people, you don't like Pete Davidson?
No.
He is
Why?
the dirtiest of them all.
He's tall.
He
He's
looks
skinny.
like a rat. I don't know.
No, there's something hot about him. I'm so happy that he's taking.
It's just because he's funny.
I'm-
Purely personality.
Totally, and I'm so happy he's getting his tattoos removed.
To be fair, I haven't watched enough with him. Like, I've never watched him consistently on SNL or like any of his movies, so I don't really know him for
King
the
of Staten Island was
personality.
good. King of Staten Island.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
good too. Just like his whole story is like, again, he's like comedian, super dark. 'Cause do you know his backstory? Like his dad
little
died
bit,
in
yeah.
9/11.
Yeah.
Like just growing up with that and then becoming a comedian is like weird to me. But I love
My
it.
number
Yeah.
one in any turn on always forever is humor. So like if I watched enough of Pete Davidson, I'd probably get there, but I just haven't. But yeah, humor all the way.
Okay, I'll send you some good clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't care. Kanye West, Irina Shayk. But did you see his listening
Who?
party for? Kanye West
Yes.
and Irina Shayk.
know, like,
Shayk is her
anybody?
secret model.
No, Bradley
Okay.
Cooper's
Wait,
ex-wife,
but-
baby
Oh,
mama.
yeah.
Today, I saw that he had like another wedding with Kim.
No. So it
Yes.
was his listening party for his new album,
Okay.
and then she came wearing this wedding dress. Which, fun fact, someone that we work with, I'll tell you name after.
Okay.
But her brother's girlfriend.
Okay.
Works for YSL,
Okay.
and she designed the entire collection that wedding dress was in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait,
Cool.
partner or employee? Person we know.
No, like it was her collection.
No, the person we know. Is it a partner or is it an employee?
employee.
Okay, cool. Tell us about it. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
I just don't want to like drop her name without her knowing.
1,000%. That's
But like
exciting.
super cool. Like she sent it to me this morning. She's like, "Oh my god, this was part of the collection," and like Kim was wearing it.
No, that's really cool. I give zero shits what Kanye does. He's also, I mean, one of our stories, let's tie it in. He filed to change his name to Ye.
Is it Ye or is it Yee?
Kanye, Ye,
Okay.
I would say.
It's just kind of like P Diddy, Puff Daddy.
I know.
Fuck off.
Lil Bow Wow, Bow Wow.
Bow.
Honestly, I'll never get over Bow Wow because just every time someone brings up his name, I just always think of the tweet where he was like, "I'm quitting music," and someone responded was like, "You act as if we didn't make that decision for you."
yeah. Wait, he was in that Like Mike 2
Okay,
or whatever,
I was
right?
literally just no. He was in Like Mike the original, and that movie is
That movie slaps.
So
It's
a
good.
guy that I went to school with, he acted in Like Mike 2.
Was it filmed in Vancouver?
I don't know. No, LA.
Okay.
Yeah. But I
great
remember
movie.
he had cornrows and he came into like grade 4 because he still had to wear them and it was so funny. I'm like, oh, so good. Anyway, fun little story.
Pregnancies. It's not confirmed yet, but like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, so Caitlyn Jenner on TikTok, there was a video that went viral. She went in and was talking to fans, being like, I'm going to be a grandmother again. And then they're like, what? And she was like, yeah, like one of my daughters are pregnant again. It's definitely Kylie.
Is she the
No,
worst?
no. I saw an article later. She was talking about one of her sons.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's definitely Kylie. Kylie's definitely pregnant.
I think she is too.
People are noticing that she's like refurbishing content.
Yeah,
like
they do based on the nails.
Yeah, so smart.
Well,
so I'm
also
like,
in like many interviews, she's been like, "I want another baby now."
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean,
but it's interesting because she just broke up. This is a very Kardashian thing to do, and like I actually think it's smart. Like if you want another kid now, it might as well be your baby daddy from the first one.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, that's what I'm trying.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
if you want it.
Because she hasn't been romantically linked to anyone else.
No, I'm sure they're still together. I'm sure they like are on and off. They seem
Yeah.
like really cute. I don't know. I just like.
are the Kardashians all on and off with their partners?
All on and
Yes.
off. Like Khloe Kardashian's like apparently back with like Tristan. and I'm
my
like,
God.
I can't even report on it because it makes me sick to my stomach.
No.
I
Okay,
can't.
wait. Can we talk about Stormy Webster and the bus?
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, they're getting so much flack.
Did you see it?
No.
Okay, so Kylie posted like an Instagram story of her daughter Stormy with a yellow school bus, and she was like, Stormy always wanted to go on a school bus, so her daddy got her one. And everyone's like, wow, what it's like, you want to pretend to be poor for a
Yeah,
day.
it was-
Send her to fucking kindergarten.
Yeah, send her to public school.
How old is
I
she?
dare you.
I don't know.
She's like 3.
Okay.
No.
Send her to
She's
nursery.
definitely 5.
What?
I'm pretty sure North
How old
is
is
5.
Kylie? She's definitely over 21, so she was pregnant at 18, wasn't she?
I'm not gonna lie. I know
Guys, I
nothing
don't know-
about the Kardashians.
I don't know timelines.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I watched.
She's 3 years old. She was born February 1st, 2018.
It's close to 5.
Closer to 3. She's 3.5 technically.
Yeah.
So closer to 4.
That's funny. But yeah, that's the Kardashians. That's all we can. There's another pregnancy. Who is that? Rosie Hunt.
Rosie Huntington Whitley? Do you know who Jason Statham is?
Yes.
That sounds
Yeah, his
familiar.
wife.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
She honestly hasn't. She's mostly a model more than anything.
Okay.
But
Do
I
you guys
really
think
like her.
Jason Statham's hot?
Wait, who the
Yes.
shit
Yes.
is this?
Okay.
Can you
Yes,
pull
yes,
him up?
He's the transporter, the like bald guy who like kicks
She
the shit
doesn't
out of
watch
people.
movies.
Okay.
Like literally the bane of my fucking
She watches-
existence.
Are you kidding me?
She watches the kissing booth.
Which we will get into later.
Can't wait.
Wait, so you think he's
He's
hot?
fine.
Oh yeah, he's got. You know, he gives me Woody Harrelson vibes.
Okay. First of all, he's better than Woody Harrelson, but I am also on the Woody Harrelson.
I'm on the Woody
train.
Harrelson train. Not that I
They're
think.
completely separate.
Not
They are
that I-
different.
I don't
God.
think Woody is like hot by any means,
I
but
do.
he has an aura about him, and his like acting is really funny.
Big dick energy.
Totally.
Yes.
And
And he's just, he's good.
Let's
He's
go
funny.
somewhere.
No, he's in this really cool movie. You might like it. It's called Crank, where he gets like injected with this thing where he has to keep going like with his adrenaline or he dies. It's fucking funny.
I just like want to defend my movie. Like, I am the person in my friend group. I've watched every movie. I go to the theater like before pandemic.
To All the Boys I Loved Before One.
Well,
to
of
All
course,
the Boys
you
I Loved
too,
Before
Biatch.
Two.
I just don't watch Marvels. That's like the only that and Lord of the Rings. Like that.
Okay.
And Star Trek or whatever.
Star Trek.
Star Wars. Sorry, Star Wars. I've seen Star Trek.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I just wanted to defend myself there. Moving on.
Okay, one last movie thing. Did you guys see the
sorry.
teaser as Kirsten Stewart as Princess Diana?
Yes, she looks great.
Does she?
Okay, here's the thing, because I saw an article that's like every actress that has played Princess Diana in one way, shape, or form. The one thing none of them can get right is her nose, because she had quite a like wide set nose.
Oh, interesting. I never
and
noticed.
that's like one of the big identifiers, like for me. But all of these actresses have this cute little like pixie nose, and that's
Yes.
what ruins it for me. I'm like, you can get a good wig, like that's not an issue, but it's the
Prosthetic,
nose for me.
yeah.
But you can get a
Interesting.
prosthetic. for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like Steve Carell, I'm pretty sure had a nose prosthetic for like that
Morning show.
No, the Fox.
No, the Fox
glove.
Foxcatcher or something.
That's it.
Yeah. Like he
Fox
yeah, I'm
is a
pretty
brand,
sure-
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, was that that rugby movie or whatever?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
like
was
he wore
good.
a nose
Tatum.
one.
Watched
I
it.
mean, not to be like rude to be like Princess Diana had a giant nose, but like
No, she's stunning, but she has
Yeah.
a bigger nose.
The girl in the crown, though, looked very much like her. I
she
think.
did look like her
Yeah.
a lot.
never
But I
saw
think
it.
they just wanted a really big name for the movie.
Did you see Beanie Feltzman or
Feldstein?
Thank you. Wow, got that.
Feldstein.
Feldstein?
Still love that. That's Jonah Hill's sister.
Yeah.
Like, will love
She's
that fact
great.
for her.
I'm a
She's
fan.
amazing. I'm so excited for Monica Lewinsky.
Monica
That's what I was
Lewinsky.
getting into. The trailer
Yeah.
was kind of chilling, like her just walking down the hallway, and she was like, "Mr. President, are you ready for me
Yeah.
or whatever?" And I'm like, "I'm ready. I'm ready." Like,
Well, I
can't
also
wait.
feel like in the wake of Me Too and all of these
Yeah.
things where like women have just been canceled throughout history for doing things when the men, I mean, like he was impeached, so obviously he was canceled to a degree, but he's still
No, like,
profiting
he-
in
yeah.
life.
I
Like,
did not have sex with that woman. However, I did go to imusic.com. Did you ever get that online?
Oh, it was a good time.
Okay,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did go to www.music.com. Okay, to end our monthly recap and to continue with the movies, Kissing Booth 3.
okay. Listen, I actually haven't seen it yet.
Oh, what?
No, I haven't seen the third one yet. I watched 1 and 2 hatefully, but like have to continue watching it. So
course.
Sorry, wait, who do you hate?
the Kissing
Kissing
Booth
Booth.
movies.
Oh, I thought you said Philippe. I was like, who the fuck is Philippe?
No, the movies are terrible. I love to hate them, but I watched a TikTok the other day. I watched
okay, I
a
don't know
TikTok
what's
the other
bad.
day, and this girl was like, just a PSA. There are 5 montages within the first 19 minutes of the movie.
There is. Well, the list, right? Every time they talk about the list, they do
Oh.
the montage. It was so childish. Like,
The whole-
but did I watch it in like kind of?
It's childish yet adult at the same time. Like, oh,
I
you
know.
get to stay at a like a $2-3
Yeah.
million
Summer home.
house for
They're
the
having
month.
sex, and yeah.
And they have sex. Like there was like one like they're like we're gonna go and
In the
sneak
second one
up.
too, yeah.
And the third one and like they're on the bed. I'm like what are we trying to do here? Like what's your demographic?
Ridiculous and unrealistic thing about the second one is that you know how they're doing like a dance competition on like
Yeah.
a Dance Revolution machine? Like, no, you cannot. There are 4 steps there. You don't fucking have to do choreo.
No, it's
You just
so
gotta
good.
do the
Have you
steps.
seen there was like I was on Kissing Booth TikTok and they were doing the behind the scenes of the green screen of that, like the Dance Revolution. I don't know, and her wig, because she
So
shaved her
bad.
head.
Okay, I will say one thing. The song that they did did the dance to, I really liked that song.
I don't remember.
I kind of remember it. Yeah, I do remember downloading it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
also,
the
she
wig.
chose the uglier guy in that. Actually, no,
What?
Jacob Elordi is attractive.
I would choose Jacob.
Oh
Elordi.
my
the,
God,
the other
I love
guy's cute
Jacob.
though.
I
Jacob
think the
Elordi's
funny
life.
thing is like the girls look like they can be in high school. Like she
Yeah.
has a really
Yeah.
baby face, so like
The
it's
most-
believable. But the guys, I'm like, they're mid-20s.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But even
I'm
Euphoria, like he's in the Jacob
Yeah.
Elordi is in Euphoria, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't look like you're in high school.
True. But
Yeah.
apparently the guy was Marco, is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's like 30.
The guy in the second movie, the love
there's
interest.
there's no way that he's 18. Like to All the Boys I Loved Before, did really good casting. They all looked, they were in high school. Noah looked a little weird the third
Noah
movie.
has the biggest baby face, too.
Yeah, but something looked wrong with him in the third movie. He looked like he was just, like, tired and, like, maybe got beaten up, like, whatever. But back to the kissing booth. Yeah, her hair, the wig was sad. And at the end, spoiler alert, there's a time... I can't do it. Okay, I won't do it.
Don't spoil.
Just her hair. The hair...
Oh, yes. I've seen the pictures of the short wig.
So, no, that's her real hair.
That's her real hair.
Because she shaved her head for the act, which is a fabulous show.
No, it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
What? You didn't like
Here's
it?
the thing.
It's based on a true story.
I know. And I watched the documentaries on the true story, and they just, like, took all these insane liberties that, like, after watching the documentary, I was like, why make the characters this way? It's, if you're doing, like, a docu show, kind of, obviously you're going to take, like, some embellishments and do some crazy shit, but, like, they made the mom crazy. And yes, the mother in real life was crazy to an extent, but, like...
There has to be a
Not
level
the
of
same thing.
dramatization.
Maybe because I didn't really know the story until then, so I was like obsessed. But anyway, so she shaved her head for that, and so she wore a wig for the second and third, as we all know. They filmed it back to back, and then there is a scene at the end where you see her short hair, and I'm just like, you could have done another wig. Like, I don't like
a better wig.
Yeah, like,
50 times better wig.
I don't know, a pixie cut.
But you know, like, I don't
rough.
know what it is. I don't know if she just face tunes really well, but like, I go to her Instagram and I'm like, wow, you're beautiful. But in the movies, I'm like, I really think she's ugly. I'm
think
sorry.
it's her
I don't
facial
find her ugly
expressions.
at all.
Maybe.
I was just gonna say it's her facial expressions, and then this is like a kid movie, so she has to overact everything. Like, she does look crazy.
I was going to start doing it, and I'm like, no.
Well, do it.
Just, like, she's always like...
Yeah.
Or like when she's Noah. Like, I don't know.
But I think the most hateful character to me in that whole thing, I cannot stand
The brother?
her best friend.
Lee.
I hate everything about
Wait,
him.
I hate that you haven't seen Lee, Noah's brother.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sucks.
wait, I hate that you haven't seen the third movie because this is not spoiling anything, but he gets upset about something and he's like crying, and we've talked about it, and I'm just like, he cannot be upset. Okay, well, that's...
I know. She chooses to probably go to the other school.
Well, it's not even that, but but it's like he's crying about her having to make a choice and like even thinking about. But it's like, of course
Let her
she's
live
gonna
her
pick,
fucking life.
and she's like, of course she's gonna pick her boyfriend over her
You
best
have a girlfriend. Like, go start your life, bud.
And like, it's just your best friend. It's not your wife.
No.
Like, let's the leash.
I just,
let the
like,
leash
every
up a
time
little
he,
bit.
like, cries or, like, makes a face, I'm like, she has a bad face to watch, I think, but him, too. I'm just like, these two. Will I watch it? Absolutely. Yeah.
Will I watch it again? Most likely.
I
Tonight?
liked the first one. The first one was
too.
okay. The second one was like, eh. But you know they filmed it in South Africa?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What? All of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe it was cheaper.
Because they probably just wanted to be like really nice weather with like beach houses and stuff. Probably
it's like LA.
cheaper, maybe.
Can do it, but
Okay, but I remember the Kissing Booth came out at the same time as the first To All the Boys I Loved Before, so people were comparing them, and I was like, I think To All the Boys I Loved Before is way better, and everyone's like, no, Kissing Booth, and I'm like,
yeah.
no.
Well, I'm really excited because we're gonna watch He's All That tonight. Hopefully, maybe.
I'm feeling good about it.
I'm feeling really good about it. But that is our show. We usually do at the end of the episode. I did not text you about this. An apology of the week. Do you want to apologize for anything? I know you've done some fucked up shit. Just kidding.
Let me go last?
No, it's like a
so
one-time thing.
no.
It's a one-
Okay.
If you don't have an apology, that's okay.
Yeah, you
sorry to work. I showed up hungover on Wednesday morning to our morning meeting.
The legal team listens to
I mean, I didn't show up
You're
drunk.
not-
I was
okay, there
just
has been worse
hungover.
people that have showed up to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're on Zoom,
I
so
have
it's
been
fine.
hungover many a times in person and
Yes.
in Zoom.
I still worked for the day, and for the morning I took the afternoon off because I was traveling. But, you know,
That's good.
I wasn't my best. So, I don't know. I probably have better things to apologize for, but I can't.
Next time, we'll prep you.
Okay.
Think about it next time. I'm an angel, so I have absolutely nothing wrong with me. I've never done anything wrong.
I could make a tiny apology.
Okay,
It's not even like really an apology. It's kind of almost like a short story.
We love short stories.
I went to an engagement party for like one of my close friends last weekend, and it was like a mini high school reunion. Like I hadn't seen a lot of people.
Oh, that's fun.
And there was one of the guys he used to date, like my best friend. So like we were just kind of catching up, and he's like, "Hey, like I'm going to like another party after this," and it's like one of the guys we went to high school with, and he's like, he makes a buttload of money now, has this giant house. So he's like, giant house party. Like, do you want to come and like see a bunch of people? And I was like a little bit drunk. And I was like, yes, I would love to see people. Not because I want to converse, because I'm like, I just want to like know what you're all up to. Like, give me your 30-second rundown of what you are doing.
Elevator pitch. What's your life?
Yes, exactly. Just because everyone's private on Instagram and I don't follow them anymore. I'm like, I just want to know what's going on in your life and I'll tell you about mine. And so I was like, fuck yeah, I would love to go to that. And so I go to Steve and I was like, hey, we're going to go to this. He's like, we're not going to that. And I was like, why not? He's like, because he didn't invite us, so we're not going. And I was like, and so I kind of like did my little like stomp in the ground. I was like, I want to go. And he's like, we're not going. And I don't know. So I guess mini apology, because after the fact, I was like, actually a good call. Like, we shouldn't have gone to it. Which we didn't. We didn't go. By the time we left, I was like, I'm too tired. My drunk is wearing off. Let's go.
Okay,
home.
wait, I have a better one.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the same night before Wednesday, when I was drunk, hungover at work, Tuesday night I went out because I was closing a show and that I was in a play.
She's an
and
actor.
so we all partied and had a good night. And like my mom was visiting in Victoria where the show was happening, and my brother was staying in the hotel room with us for one night too, just for fun. And I show up like wasted. It's like 2 a.m. and my mom and brother are still awake, and my brother is sleeping or like awake in the bed. He's like, I'm sleeping there tonight, like you can have the cot. And I'm like, no fucking way. And so like I literally get in the bed and I'm like, hee hee, like I'm sleeping here tonight. And he's like, Arielle, like you need to get out of the bed. I'm like, no. And he like gets up and he picks me up and he puts me on the cot, and I like get up out of the cot and I'm like, tee like, nope, I'm getting in the bed. And he like, I was drunk, so I didn't realize the point where it stopped being funny, because like we were laughing.
I always miss that point when I'm drunk.
We were laughing for a while, and then he was like, okay, Arielle, like serious. And I'm like, tee, like I'm gonna sleep here tonight. And then like I'm wasted, so I fall asleep. And my brother and my mom apparently get into a fight about me taking the bed, and then he storms out at like 4 a.m. And I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh, where's Peter? And my mom's like, he stormed out. Like he was really mad. I was like, what? Sorry, Peter.
Wait, that's funny. Also, it's like your hotel room, so Peter, get on the cot.
I'm like, you live in the city, go home. But also, I do love having him around, and I did kind of kick him out. But I will not sleep on the cot. Oh no!
Absolutely not.
Oh no!
No! Oh no! Okay. That was a good show. Thanks for coming, Arielle.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We should have you on more often. This is a good vibe.
Well,
I like it.
We'll talk about it. We don't know. We gotta see how well this performs. Just kidding. Absolutely.
I turned on your ring light, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. You were incredible. We love you. We love you guys. Follow us on our We Apologize podcast Instagram. Our personal ones, Tony Rose Goulden.
Alex_French, 2 X's, 2 H's.
Where can they find you?
At Arielle Permac.
So fun. If you haven't already, please check our YouTube channel out. Like this video. Subscribe. Follow. Do all that fun thing. Share the shit. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.